Should the man pay half your bill?
Is sex allowed in Islam?
Assalamu alaikum everyone, and welcome back to Medina TV.
We gotta eat Pizza Hut.
My name is Mubina,
My name's Ayman.
and today we're gonna be doing a girl talk for you guys. So if any of men are watching us right now, please leave.
Feel free to leave, unless you want to,
I mean, if you want to stay,
educate
you can, but
yourself. Sure.
try to leave. This is for women only, women only space. If you guys have not subscribed already, please do so. I make videos with my husband regarding religion, regarding fun stuff, regarding couple stuff, regarding pranks. So please check us out. If you guys like videos like this, please subscribe to our channel, and please don't forget to turn the post notification on, because that's how you'll know the new video is uploaded. Let's get into today's video.
Let's go.
So I asked a bunch of you guys questions on Instagram because my friend was coming here and I was making videos with her and we wanted to do a girl talk. And you guys sent us a bunch of questions on Instagram, and that's what we'll be answering today. This girl's gonna expose me like crazy today. Relationship question. What's the number one trait you should look for in a future spouse?
Honesty.
Honesty?
Yeah.
What about loyalty?
If you're honest, you're loyal.
For me, my trait was religious. And when I say religious, I don't mean like religious as in like somebody who's practicing Islam very strictly. I mean someone who has that spiritual connection with God. I feel like for me, that was a very big trait.
Yeah.
Like in terms of relationship.
Yeah, but I feel like number one for me is honesty.
I guess everything starts there, right?
Yeah.
For me, like when I connected with Garrett, it wasn't on like any kind of trait. He was still non-Muslim, and I connected on a spiritual level with him, even though we had different faiths. So I felt like it was very important for me to have that spiritual connection with somebody.
Yeah. For me, it's if you're honest with yourself, there's no way you could be dishonest about anything, including faith.
I agree. Okay, this one's funny. Is it a sin to say that I got my period to my brother/dad or anyone else if they ask me? What's wrong?
Absolutely not. That's a cultural taboo. You could definitely ask them. If they can ask it, you can tell them.
Honestly, guys, the only reason this question is funny is because it is actually a very real concern in our culture. Like, I grew up thinking that it was a sin to do that.
Same.
There was this one time when my dad found like pads in my wallet, and I ran to like the kitchen because I didn't want to like confront him in that situation.
Yeah. There was a time I had pads in my backpack. I was 12, and my brother liked to go through everything in my bag.
I can already see where this is going, man.
And he has to like unzip my bag and like dump it all out. And one time he like unzipped that one pocket I kept pads in and dumped it out, and he was so embarrassed. And my mom's like, "You want to continue?" I think that was the last time he ever searched my bag. I'll have to tell you that.
So long story short, it's not a sin, but like Islamically, we do have a certain level of like HAYA. Yeah, and because of that, we wouldn't go on and be like, "Dad, I'm on my period." Like, we're not gonna do that. But
well,
if
the question was if they ask.
Yeah, but like if they ask, like just say it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Women go through it. It's
God given.
Yeah. Should I first ask for friendship or directly ask her for marriage?
I say get to know her first. Through the halal way. I mean, talk to her.
Mm-hmm.
Get to know her a little bit and see if you're compatible.
Like through the halal courtship. Because what happens is in our like the way the halal courtship works is that if you are serious about a marriage, you do talk to the girl's parents, and then through that you can talk to the girl. Only
if you know you're compatible, like it's gonna work.
Yeah.
And that usually takes a couple conversations.
Honestly, that's all it takes.
Sometimes it only takes one or two, and you're like, yeah, she's the one for me. God, I see what you do for others.
How did you meet? Oh, that's interesting.
Gee, reminds me of this story
fun.
All the time, and I have no recollection of it.
It's so funny. Oh my god, guys. So I went to an Islamic school in grade 7. It was grade 7. I was 12. I was very, very new. Actually, yeah, I was 12. And I was sitting in the class, and it was very new to me. Everything was new to me, and I was scared because this is my first time in an all-girls school. And then suddenly I see this girl in a face veil come into the classroom. And guys, this girl wore a face veil in grade 7. So she came into the classroom and the first thing she did was, and I waved back. Okay, you know those embarrassing moments when you wave back at a person that isn't waving at you?
For life.
And then she had like the biggest smile, and I could see it from her eyes that she had like the biggest smile on her face, and she was waving, and I'm like, oh my god, she waved at me! And then I waved back, and she just was waving at the person behind me.
I didn't even know who she was.
Yeah, she didn't know who I was.
I have no memory of that, but apparently that's like...
But that's how we technically indirectly met. And then when did we actually directly meet? Like, when did we first talk to one another?
We talked.
Did we? Like, I don't
like, we got closer later on. I'd say about grade 9.
Yeah.
We got close. That's when we started forming our little friend group.
Yeah.
So I'd say after grade 9 onwards, we got closer.
Yeah.
And then a lot closer close to our adulthood years.
Yeah. This girl did not like me.
I didn't like anyone.
True, but like, you really did not like me. She couldn't stand me for some reason.
I still can't. No, I'm joking.
A lot of people say Islam is misogynistic. Your views?
No, Islam isn't misogynistic. It's the people. It's the culture mixed into Islam. Islam is very moderate. It's very liberal, I'd say.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like it's unfair that men don't have to cover themselves and women do?
Men do have to cover themselves.
Yeah, but
like,
not in the sense that women do, right?
No, I don't think it's unfair. There are certain levels of HAYA for them as well. Like, they can't just be walking around with their tank tops and, like, booty shorts. Man's version of booty shorts. Like, you can't. Like, there's HAYA in everything. And they need to, I mean, a man in a thobe is prime.
Mm.
It's not unfair. I don't...
Anyone in a thobe, call her Baba. She's still single.
Moving onwards.
Okay, but like, in all honesty, the command for the man to lower his gaze comes before the command for a woman to even cover herself. And that's something that a lot of people forget.
Don't fight me on this.
A lot of people can think it's easy for a man to look at a girl who isn't wearing her hijab properly and say that, oh sister, you're not wearing your hijab properly, but oh brother, you should be not looking at her in the first place. Like, you should.
I understand the first look is halal, but like, let's stop it right there.
Exactly. For you to know that she's not wearing her hijab properly, you'd have to really see that she's...
have to, like...
Yeah, like, you'd have to...
That
really...
looks can turn into a stare and it's very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
For real.
When was your first kiss?
You guys are really curious about all the wrong stuff.
I mean, I have no problem telling you guys when my first kiss was. It was definitely when I was born. My mom gave me my first kiss. What about you?
This is so... See what I mean? Like, I had to live with her lame jokes, like, for eternity.
I wasn't joking.
Next.
Would you marry a shorter guy?
I'm trying not to be mean about this. I mean, I'm 5'2", so...
Okay. So what's your preference though? Like, would you prefer a taller guy?
Definitely.
But what if somebody came in your life that was so sweet, who like literally swept you off your feet, but they were shorter than you?
We'll see when that happens. We'll see when it happens.
Here's the thing with me. I don't think, like, for me, I never wanted someone shorter than me because I'm super short myself, right?
Shorter than me and I'm 5'2".
I'm shorter than you, yeah. I always wanted someone taller than me. I preferred that. But honestly speaking, if Garrett was shorter than me, I think I would still marry him. Would you marry a younger guy?
Next.
Would you marry a younger guy?
Honestly, why not? There's nothing in Islam against it.
What if they were 10 years younger though?
If he has everything together, if he's confident, he's mentally mature,
Mm-hmm.
I would.
I'm married to a younger guy, so...
She is, what, is like 2 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm married to a younger guy.
Honestly though, some of these younger guys out here are more mature than the older guys out here.
I agree. I always thought that I wanted to get married to an older guy until I met Garrett. And he kind of changed my perspective on like the concept of age itself.
That's true.
I didn't ever think that someone younger than me could be so mature. But he is, and he's all that I could ever ask for.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna love for that.
Like mentally, you guys gotta connect. And if he's younger than you and you mentally connect, I'd say go for it.
So just a tip for you guys, if you have a potential like proposal, don't judge them based on just age. I mean, I know I understand.
Don't let culture get in the way.
Yeah, like I know I understand there's a preference, but always give them a chance before you, reject a person.
Definitely.
Let's just say that.
Definitely.
Is it okay to stay single all of your life? I hate humans. That sounds like
feel you.
Did
I
you
send you that?
Did you
No.
write that comment?
There's nothing wrong with staying single your whole life.
Mhm.
I mean, it is sunnah to complete half your deen by marriage, but also there's nothing wrong with staying single your whole life. I mean, we have a prime example of Rabia Basri. She was single her entire life and she devoted herself to God. There's nothing wrong.
Maryam alayhi salam.
Maryam alayhi salam was prime example. She was single. There's nothing. I mean,
She never had a husband. Like in Islam, we believe that she never had a husband. She was virgin and she was always virgin. She never really got married. That's why she's known as one of the greatest women. She didn't need no man.
Yeah, it's set for the man to complete half his deen by marrying a woman. It was, I don't know if it was directly said to women to complete half their deen. It was always pointed to men, if you get married, you're completing half your deen. So we are the complete half. Again, there's no harm. You're single, you're not. I mean, it's qadar.
Honestly, guys, long story short, if you can't find a guy that's good, that you are compatible with, there's no point in getting married because eventually you're not going to have that understanding and it's not going to be good anyway. So you have to really see it for what it is. Marriage is something that's not easy, honestly. So in Islam, there's nothing wrong with staying single your whole life.
Is sex allowed in Islam?
Bruh,
Yes.
how are kids born? How do we have so many Muslims?
Yes. Through marriage.
Only through
do
marriage.
not support sex outside of marriage. Ooh, pet peeves about each other.
Pet peeves about each other. Guys, I have too many to count.
She's so stubborn. I can't tell you on a scale of 1 to 10. I need therapy, okay?
You need therapy because I'm stubborn? What? That's not true.
And she's so zero personal space, bro.
We have to be close for the camera.
You tell Garrett that.
We have to be close with the camera. One pet peeve I have of hers is, I tell you this a lot, but swearing.
Oh yeah.
Definitely a pet peeve.
I'm working on that.
Our pet peeves and our differences are what makes us closer in ways. For us to accept each other despite all those differences is the big thing.
Yeah.
Would you get jealous if I got another best friend?
Listen, this has gone on for way too long for you to even consider having another one. Okay? Choose wisely.
Choose wisely.
I know all your secrets. You know that. You better be careful about that.
What do you do if you're on your period and in a place where others are praying but you can't? What do you do if you see others praying in a place of prayer but you can't pray? What do you do?
Don't pray. Just move to the back.
That's what we do.
Yeah, that's what we do. If you can't pray, say, and you got your period, you just, separate yourself from people that can pray. But if you're in a masjid, I don't think there's actually a segregated area for that.
Actually, there is. In some masjids,
I guess in some masjids, but
yeah.
They say if you have a period, there's really no purpose for you to go to a masjid if you have a period.
Yeah, I mean, you can technically go and sit in on a lecture if you want to,
definitely.
away from the people that are praying, so that you're not a distraction. Because the way people pray in Islam is in a congregation, so it has to be certain rows. So if you're there and you're not praying, it kind of
But if it's not a masjid and if you're in a room, just be where you are. It's
you're not forbidden to go in there. It's not like that.
It's not haram.
Yeah. Should the man pay half your bill?
God.
I'm talking about preference, not the Islamic ruling.
Is it
Islamic
a first date kind of thing?
Kinda. If you are doing that whole halal courtship deal and you go at a restaurant, do you prefer to pay half or do you want him to pay full?
If a man is confident enough, he won't even ask me to pay half. It shows confidence. It's alpha male quality. He won't say anything, he'll just do it.
That's actually really nice.
Yeah.
I'll
just do it. I won't have to ask him, I won't have to look at him. He's not gonna give me weird looks are you gonna take your wallet out? He'll just do it. I like a doer.
Yeah.
I mean, if he says to split the bill, I'm not gonna have a problem with it, but it doesn't show confidence for me. It's just like, it shows me that he can't step up.
Anyway, guys, that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, please give us a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. And if you have subscribed, we love you. We absolutely love you. You love them, right?
Do we?
Amen.
That's a big word.
And if you don't know already, we've also created a Discord where you can become an exclusive member of Mazinis. And so...
That's a thing?
And until next time, Assalamu alaikum.